And have you ever felt wide awake despite a long day? Do you find it hard to fall asleep even when you're tired? You're not alone. Millions struggle with sleep, often unaware of a sneaky thief lurking in their home's blue light. We often associate light with wakefulness and darkness with sleep, and for good reason. Our bodies are naturally programmed to respond to light cues. However, not all light is created equal. While sunlight is essential for regulating our sleep-wake cycle, artificial light, particularly blue light, can disrupt this delicate balance. This disruption can have significant consequences for our sleep quality, overall health, and well-being. Let's explore how this seemingly harmless light source can impact our lives in profound ways. Blue light is a high-energy light wave found naturally in sunlight. It helps us stay alert during the day and regulates our circadian rhythm, our internal clock that governs our sleep-wake cycle. However, blue light also emits from artificial sources like smartphones, laptops, tablets, and LED lights. While these devices have become indispensable in our modern lives, the constant exposure to blue light, especially during the evening hours, wreaks havoc on our sleep. Unlike sunlight, which wanes as the day progresses, the blue light from our devices remains constant, tricking our brains into thinking it's still daytime. This disrupts the natural production of melatonin, a crucial sleep hormone. Melatonin, often called the sleep hormone, plays a vital role in regulating our sleep-wake cycle. Produced by the pineal gland in the brain, melatonin levels naturally rise in the evening as darkness falls, signaling to our bodies that it's time to sleep. This hormone acts like an internal sleep switch, inducing drowsiness and preparing our bodies for a restful night. However, exposure to blue light in the evening suppresses melatonin production, delaying the onset of sleep and reducing sleep quality. The result? We find ourselves struggling to fall asleep, experiencing restless sleep, and waking up feeling groggy and unrefreshed. Blue light affects our sleep by interfering with the production of melatonin. When we expose our eyes to blue light, it sends a signal to the brain to suppress melatonin production. This is because our brains associate blue light with daytime, even if it's the middle of the night. Imagine this. You're cozy in bed, scrolling through social media on your phone. The blue light from your phone screen sends a signal to your brain saying, "Hey, it's still daytime, stay awake." As a result, your brain produces less melatonin, making it harder to fall asleep. This disruption in melatonin production not only affects our ability to fall asleep, but also impacts the quality of our sleep. We may experience less deep sleep, a stage crucial for physical restoration and memory consolidation. Section 5. Tossing and turning, the price of blue light. The consequences of blue light exposure go beyond just feeling tired. When we don't get enough sleep or experience poor sleep quality, it impacts our daily lives in various ways. We might feel exhausted and sluggish. Lack of sleep can leave us feeling drained of energy, making it challenging to focus on tasks throughout the day. We might also feel irritable and moody. Sleep deprivation can affect our mood, making us more irritable, short-tempered, and prone to emotional reactivity. Have you ever struggled to focus on a task after a bad night's sleep? Blue light's impact on sleep can impair our cognitive functions, making it harder to concentrate, remember things, and make decisions. These are just a few examples of how blue light can disrupt our daily lives. However, the long-term health consequences of chronic sleep disruption due to blue light exposure are far more concerning. Section 6. Beyond tired eyes, long-term health risks. While the short-term effects of blue light on sleep are well documented, research increasingly points towards the long-term health risks associated with chronic blue light exposure and sleep disruption. Studies have linked chronic sleep deprivation to an increased risk of obesity and weight gain. Sleep deprivation can disrupt hormone levels, leading to increased appetite and cravings for unhealthy foods. Chronic sleep loss can impair the body's ability to regulate blood sugar levels, increasing the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Sleep deprivation is associated with an increased risk of high blood pressure, heart attack, and stroke. It's important to remember that these are just a few examples, and more research is needed to fully understand the long-term impacts of blue light exposure. However, the existing evidence underscores the importance of prioritizing sleep and managing our exposure to blue light. Section 7. Daytime blue light, not all bad. Before we declare war on all sources of blue light, it's important to remember that not all blue light is bad. In fact, blue light exposure during the day is beneficial. It helps regulate our circadian rhythm, boosts alertness, enhances cognitive function, and elevates mood. The key is to be mindful of the timing and intensity of blue light exposure. Sunlight remains the best source of blue light during the day. So, open your blinds, take a walk outside, and soak in that natural light. However, as evening approaches, it's crucial to minimize exposure to artificial sources of blue light to allow our bodies to naturally produce melatonin and prepare for sleep. Section 8. Practical tips to reclaim your sleep. Thankfully, there are many practical steps you can take to reduce your exposure to blue light and improve your sleep quality. Here are a few tips. Establish a digital curfew. Avoid screen time for at least 2 hours before bed. This allows your melatonin levels to rise naturally, preparing your body for sleep. Invest in blue light blocking glasses. These glasses filter out blue light emitted from screens, reducing its impact on melatonin production. Wear them during the evening hours, especially if you can't avoid screen time. Adjust your device settings. Many smartphones and laptops now come equipped with night mode or blue light filter settings. Enabling these features can reduce the amount of blue light emitted from your devices. Optimize your sleep environment. Make sure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool for optimal sleep. Consider blackout curtains, earplugs, and a comfortable room temperature. By incorporating these simple yet effective strategies into your daily routine, you can minimize the disruptive effects of blue light and reclaim your sleep. Section 9. Embrace the darkness, embrace better health. In our increasingly digital world, managing blue light exposure is crucial for ensuring restful sleep and protecting our long-term health. By understanding the impact of blue light on our brains and taking practical steps to mitigate its effects, we can take control of our sleep and improve our overall well-being. Remember, darkness is not the enemy. It's a vital ingredient for a good night's sleep and a healthier life. So, embrace the darkness, prioritize your sleep, and reap the countless benefits of a well-rested mind and body.